Definition of toxic masculinity.
Here's the definition of toxic masculinity. A set of attitudes and ways of behaving stereotypically associated with or expected of men, regarded as having a negative impact on men and on society as a whole.
Definition of toxic femininity. Biased as fuck. I mean, just as biased as it gets. So you mean to tell me there's a clearly defined definition for toxic masculinity? What about toxic femininity? I Google toxic femininity, crickets, fucking crickets. But meanwhile, toxic masculinity, guy picks up groceries, toxic masculinity. Guy talks to girl at bar, toxic masculinity. Guy chugs his beer in one fucking, in one go, toxic masculinity. Guy takes piss standing up, toxic masculinity. So I had to dig deeper, right? Because they're not just gonna give you that, they're gonna make you work for it. So I worked for it, okay? So I dug deep into the rabbit holes of Google. I made it past the first page. That's right. I made it past the first page. So after studying so many different people's opinions from different blog posts and things like that, since Google doesn't have a definition, neither does Merriam-Webster, neither does the Britannica, neither does any online. Wikipedia doesn't even really have a fucking a definition for toxic femininity, because I guess it doesn't exist, allegedly. So I Googled this, and I'm going down the through the rabbit hole of Google, and all of the things that they were saying was toxic femininity was complete trash. The whole thing of toxic masculinity or toxic femininity is really just a scam. It's really a scam, and it's if you just take it at face value, it's guys are toxic. That's really what the message is all about. It's not about toxic femininity, because that's not even a thing. It's really just guys are toxic, and being a male is toxic. Masculine qualities are toxic. Father doesn't need to be in the home. Masculinity is toxic. And we want you to be transgender. We want you to come out as a woman and tell your truth. And be brave. No, being brave is going to the fucking battlefield. And fighting for your country, not knowing if you're going to live or die. Not coming out as a homosexual, okay? Sorry. Don't know who needs to hear that, but that's just a fact of the matter. I think that people can be toxic. I think that the goal of the government and the goal of the propaganda is to pit men and women against each other, and it's working phenomenally. It really is. But with the red pill, it's kind of changing that narrative. It's kind of making it okay to be a guy. It's kind of making it okay to say, hey, we just want chicks like this, and we just want this, and we just want that. And so now it kind of helps, which is really my goal with the red pill, is to really help gender relations. Because I think that the government has put such a stronghold on trying to make us divide. I mean, from welfare to feminism to, I could name so many different things, but that's a whole nother video within itself. But there's no such thing as toxic femininity. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It's a fucking scam. And I'm not buying it. I don't want to buy the scam anymore. It costs too fucking much. It's not worth the money. I want my money back. America needs their fucking money back, because we're not going to buy the scam anymore. I hate propaganda, and I'm tired of it. These propaganda machines try to do anything just to make us fight. So we can't let it work. Just don't let the propaganda trick you. Just know what it is. And when you see it coming, laugh at that lame ass shit, bro. Laugh at that shit, because it's ridiculous. But anyway, tell me what you think, because I want to know. Is it propaganda? Is it a thing? Talk to me. Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.